Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Tyus Jones is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Tatum in at the center position. That's the Boston Five. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. With some changes, Griffin comes in for Horford, and Derek White subbed in for Jones. The Bulls making a switch here. Celtics trail by 16. Outside White. Here's Tatum. Chicago with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
And let's check in now with Shams Charania, standing by for a special report on some action in the Western Conference.
Thanks, B.A. With the looming trade deadline coming up, it's the Memphis Grizzlies in transaction news. They know future Hall of Famer Chris Paul has bounced around a little bit in his later years, but he has the skill set this team was looking for. His ability to run the offense, elevate a team's basketball IQ is something they desperately wanted. I'm told it might be a short-term rental, but CP3 should provide a big boost.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Horford. No good on the shot. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Ball finds Smith. Giddy with it. Back to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Horford outside. Griffin outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Smith with the rebound. Bulls leading by 16. Stan, last year was an epic season for the Celtics, obviously ending with their 18th title.
Yeah, they were by far the best team in the league all season. 64-18 in the regular season. They had the 5th best point differential in league history, led by the most efficient offense of all time. A very worthy champion.
And Horford gets it to go.
And that's a nice play. Horford getting to his spot, ready to fire.
Ball with it. Yet to see a basket. Here's White. And he converts the layup. And the Bulls lead by 17.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Smith. Pritchard, the pass to White, down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. And it's Giddy with a rebound.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Collins, no good.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Outside White. They set the pick from deep. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
A minute 29 left in the first half of this one. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Williams is checked in for Chicago. Horton Tucker comes in for White. Celtics trail by 14. Here's Pritchard. He has 6. Screen by Horford. Back to Pritchard. Takes a 3. Doesn't go for him.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Ball no good. Boston's gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
No good on the free throw.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Good on the second one. "54 seconds left in the second period. Ball outside. Horton Tucker on the wing. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. It's a 13-point game. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. That's good from White.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
He's off on the second. Chicago leading by 12. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ball passes to Horton Tucker. Wing shot on the way. And Pritchard pulls it down.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Here's White. Knocks down the 18-footer. White's got 17. So we conclude the first half. Chicago ahead, leading by 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drone, please. They're picking out the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Hey folks, we'll get things going here with a look at the injuries this team is battling.
The Celtics feeling it right now. Without Jalen, the defense suffers because he's so versatile, and it's tougher to score, Jack.
Yeah, when he's on, he's one of the top players in the league. They have to find that spark somewhere else, though, Kenny.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Bulls.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Bulls leading by 10. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Buzelis out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Tiny in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Now White, pass to Keita. Here's Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Huerter. Chicago has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Tiny. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pritchard, the pass to Keita. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
So it's Boston now, following the bucket by the Bulls. They set the pick. There's Tatum with the 3. JT for 3.
Yeah, no question Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Giddey passes to Tiny. It's blocked.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
The kick to Tatum. 4-3. Rebounded by Tiny. Tiny's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Buzelis. Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. Buzelis has got 6 in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Griffin passes to Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. Pritchard's got 9.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Tiny in their last game against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He scored 45 points, and his presence on D cannot be overlooked. He is such a great shot blocker, and just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are. Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Pass to Griffin. He tries for 3. The shot that time not on target. Chicago leading by 13. It's Huerter on the wing. Defended by Griffin. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Boston's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Keita. The kick out to White. Fires the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Uzelis has got 4 rebounds now. Herder against Griffin. Herder can't hit. Celtics trail by 13. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
Peyton Pritchard at the line for 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. It's both from the stripe.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
To the paint. Here's Tiny. Boston with a rebound. Kid has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Tatum inside. He's guarded by White. Lets it fly. Look at Tatum using his length.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Celtics trail by 11. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Year1 fans on the court is your high squad. It's time for t-shirts.
To see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for Chicago, they're still trying to find a way to play to their full potential in a holding pattern of sorts right now. But that could change with a couple good games.
They set the screen. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Pritchard, the pass to White. Tatum from long range, knocks it down from distance. Tatum's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of them.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's White. 17 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Good on the bucket. Tatum's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Here's Herter. He's got 10. There's the 3. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Pritchard. There's Tatum with the 3. On target from range. Tatum's got 39.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Inside. Tipped. Herter can't hit. Celtics trail by 5. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Over to the left wing. Goes up from the block. Kuzelis' shot is good. Here's Pritchard. He's got 14. Outside White. Pass to Griffin. Down low. Another shot. Queta gets the bucket. Queta's gotten 4 this quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Tatum a screen on Jones. Here's Pritchard. Drops in the layup for 2. Pritchard's got 10 points here in the second half.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Now just a 1-point Chicago lead.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. Now Horford's checked in for Griffin. The Bulls making a switch here.